You can now buy a house in Australia with a 2% deposit if you're a first home buyer. Let's have a look. The Help to Buy scheme has launched, also called the Shared Equity Scheme. If we look at this case study here, I live in Newcastle, $1,050,000 purchase price as a first home buyer. I just need to save the 2%, which is $21,000. The mortgage would be $714,000. I still need to be able to service that. And the government owns 30% of this and have chipped in $315,000. Now, just take note that the maximum price in this scheme for Newcastle is 1.5 mil, and that's important to note as we keep moving. I'm Glenn, I run a money show, and I've got an investing book. You can get that wherever you need to. Let's just start here. The government will put in up to 40% for new builds, between 5 and 40%, and 5 and 30% for existing properties. Now, anyone over 18 who's an Australian citizen can do it. Individuals up to 100K income, joint applicants or single parents 160K. You must live in the home, no investment properties, and you must not currently own a property. You have to be a legitimate first home buyer or not have owned a home for the previous 10 years. There are some exceptions. Now, the stamp duty exemptions for first home buyers are state-based. So if we have a look at the Newcastle property, it is over the $1 million, because it's $1,050,000. You will have to pay stamp duty, but if it was under the state-based threshold, you would still be eligible for a stamp duty exemption. So that means you have to pay your own costs like stamp duty, conveyancing, pest and building, all that stuff. You can renovate it or improve it up to 20K without Housing Australia's approval, as long as you do not need local council approval. Over 20K, you need Housing Australia approval, and there'll be a couple of valuations either side of the works. You will need to speak to a mortgage broker because at the moment there are 2 lenders participating in the scheme. I anticipate that will grow, and this is really important that you do see a broker so you can apply with the bank or lender who will have the most favourable outcome. Remember, you still need to be able to service the loan that you take. Okay, put any questions about the scheme below. I'll endeavour to answer them, or send this to a first home buyer or someone who wants to buy a house with a 2% deposit.